Good morning. This is the Chucktown Wind Report brought to you by Wind Alert. It is now Sunday, March the 6th, about 8:50 a.m. Let's go ahead and talk about winds weather for today and for the week. So right now we have high pressure to the north. We also have a large area of high pressure to our northwest. These two are creating a northeast to easterly flow over our area. We have a weak frontal boundary that's fizzling out over us right now. Offshore low pressure that's also fizzling out. This high pressure right here is going to be the dominant feature as it heads very slowly towards our area all today and into tomorrow. The center is going to pass directly over us. Then it's going to park out in the Atlantic for pretty much all of this week coming with a southerly flow and spring-like temperatures. So we have some very beautiful weather ahead of us. This area of Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, they're going to get hammered pretty hard by some of that wraparound moisture and a Mayan Express coming up from Mexico and Texas up into that area. So anyways, to get back on track with us, we're going to be seeing some very nice weather this week. So looking at GRE on radar, things look like they're drying out pretty well for our area. Offshore, we have some rains and showers that are still fizzling out over the Charleston bump. That should continue to fizzle out today. Looking at the southeast region, we have 12 to 14 knots along the outer banks. We have a little bit of a gradient offshore up here, 14 knots, and then as we get down into Wynyard Bay, we have 11 knots. So if we look at our coastline, zoom in on the Charleston area. Right now we're showing 7 to 9 knots on a north-northeast flow at Isle Palms. We have 8 to 11 knot gusts going on at Folly Beach on the east-northeast flow there. So there's a little bit of a struggle between the northeast or north-northeast and the easterly flow going on. It should pan out at some point. We may get locked in on the east-northeast 11 to 15 knots, maybe all the way east for this afternoon. And as we get into tomorrow, that easterly flow weakens, becomes east-southeast, and then we go into the week. So here is the model output for today, and we can take a quick look and see what's going on with all of the models and see what they're going on for guidance. We're already seeing a couple of pulses out there along that onshore flow. Right now, the highest resolution model, the HRR3K in the red, only brings us up just above 10 knots for this afternoon. So yesterday we saw the winds actually come up several knots over what the models had. So we could be seeing somewhere around 14, 15 knots by the peak heating today, around 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock p.m. As we go into the week, let's go ahead and take a look at the model predictions. And this is high pressure. We're watching this area of high pressure now. As we go into time, we see as we go into Monday, that high pressure builds over our area. You can see it's over us by Monday afternoon and then into Monday night. And then as we go into Tuesday, this is when the high pressure parks offshore, and that's going to sit there. It's going to be a blocking feature for several days all week long. This is when the southerly flow starts to come in by Tuesday. It's going to be weak winds because the center is so close to us. The proximity keeps the winds down. And then as we go into Wednesday and then as we go into Thursday, we see that warmer air start to pump up along that southerly flow, and the high starts to back away from the coastline. At that point, that's when the winds should start to build along some of those southerly sea breezes, and some of this low pressure and a frontal boundary could drape towards our area over the weekend. So we're looking at late weekend to next weekend before any winds build. Other than that, we'll have modest sea breezes each day. We could see some low teens here and there. So water temperature is about 56.3 degrees, and I think that's going to do it for the Chucktown Wind Report. Until then, take care and thanks for watching.